4 days ago, I put out a community post asking which Skylanders you guys would mix together to create your perfect Skylander. So I quickly read through your comments. We got quite a few comments here. And I put a little heart next to ones I found really, really interesting. So we're just going to jump into these and review your guys' little creations. So our first one right here is from Mayori. Sorry if I pronounced you guys' names wrong. Obviously a mix between Stealth Elf, Roller Brawl, and Smolder Dash, so a very fast Skylander. Those super fast Blades attacks from Stealth Elf are overpowered, absolutely. Roller Brawl is the fastest Skylander from the first 4 games. I believe you're right on that. And her second ability to Headbutt is elite, absolutely. And then Smolder Dash's third ability that makes the other 2 much stronger. Perfect. I totally agree. Amazing fast and speed. All right, next up we got Kaylee. A mix between Thunderbolt's insane damage output and Blades' utility would be amazing. Blades is still one of my favorite Trap Team cores, so I agree with this. If he had Thunderbolt's damage, he would be amazing. Even better. All right, shout out to Kellen of the streams right here. All right, we got a decent-sized one here. All right, I'm thinking of a weapon like T-Rex's arm, but instead of it slamming down, they swing it like Swarm's blades. A close-range melee attack. Interesting. As a second attack, Rattleshake's Deputy Snake. Everybody loves that. Something to assist with destruction of enemies. Absolutely, I agree. All right, and next, a special attack. Flying. What? Nah. I'm thinking of a mix of Sharpshooter Terrapin's Slam move and Prison Break's Crystal Eruption. Okay. I see where you're going with that. They kind of have the same effect. As of Soul Gem, the Deputy Snake turns into Fiesta's Amigos, following enemies and damaging them. That would be cool if the Deputy Snake could follow. That I am intrigued by that. I'm not sure he'd be perfect, but I think it would be a really fun Skylander. All right. Next up, we got a lot of hearts in a row right here. Next up, we got Olivia right here. Even longer one than Kellen's. All right. Okay, so I've always thought about a Skylander that would. Oh, this is the one with the whip. Okay, just so you guys know, Olivia. There's a Skyliner called Boom Bloom. She's the only one I believe with a whip. Oh, and Smolder Dash. We just talked about. They both have whips. But still, I want to read yours. It's a weapon I don't think has been done before, like I just said. The ability to maybe lasso enemies together and throw them back out. Now, this one reminded me of Crash Bandicoot's Soul Gem, where he uses the yo-yo and it wraps around enemies and they bring them to him and they take a ton of damage. It's not a very good Soul Gem, but that's what I thought of when you explained this. Then maybe he pulls it towards the enemies. Okay, so more like Voodoo's like thing where he pulls enemies or pulls himself to enemies and walls and stuff like that. I just think it would be different and a new idea. Absolutely. Maybe the air element, so some wind blast would be involved with how fast the whip is. Whipped. I get it. And how far you throw the whip could result in more or less damage depending how far the enemy is. Probably a humanoid form or the actual character similar to Sprocket. Not sure on the looks. You know, I'm intrigued. There is 2 whip characters. There might be another one, but I know there's 2 for sure. But the rest is totally new. But I'd be really curious to see this. Now we got the biggest troll in Crash the Skylands. You guys are gonna love this. If you guys haven't read this already, you're gonna love this. Okay, so from the Great Crash the Skylands, a brown rock dragon looking thing, tall like an ankylosaurus, but has tough armor. He can roll up into a ball and uses it for speed and damage. Okay, gotta give him some range. So he smashes the ground, a rock fist comes up, and he smacks it. It'll shoot a rock to hit enemies. His tail spins are extremely powerful too. Doesn't even need a complicated name. Something like Smash or Slam or Crash or Bash. I've read this quite a few times. Imagine that. It's the perfect Skyliner. Well, he already exists. Boy, and his name... Wait, and he's the best Skyliner ever created. Wow, no spaces. Straight to the point. Love it. Perfect. Obviously, Bash. Great Skyliner. All right. Now we got Buzz Lightning right here. Perfect Skyliner. Ooh, I actually really like this one. I like all the ones I hearted. Actually, I like some of the other ones too. Anyways, off track. Food fight. But he can open life gates. So a food fight trap master. He keeps his tomato gun and his cabbage bomb abilities, but that green spray, the zucchini blast, replace the green spray, zucchini blast, with something that actually does damage in close range, like Trigger Happy when he throws his pot of gold or whatever. Make Food Fight throw an onion or something that has continuous damage because onions make you cry. I thought this was great. Had like a long-lasting effect, either stun the enemies or make them cry, doing damage. His figure could be him riding a tomato. That would be super cool. Yeah, Series 2 Food Fight. That'd be interesting. Now we got Portal Master Synth. Shout out to our member right here. My perfect Skyliner would be Wildfire with his shield with Gilgrunt's jetpack. Okay. So he can move fast. And Crypt King's sword. So, okay, this is just the most overpowered Skyliner ever. So he's like a knight with a sword and shield and he can move. Okay, so basically just crazy overpowered. Especially if he has Gilgrunt's endless jetpack and then just holds the shield and then just has Crypt King's sword. Yeah, that would be great. 100% fantastic. All right. We got a short one here, but I hearted it. Bass Boss. Stealth Elf's blades, Chop Chop's shield, and Trigger Happy's machine guns. No contest. I love the idea. Fast attack, fast close range. You got some protection with the shield, and then you got the machine gun. I love it. Shout out to our other member here who actually upgraded. He's officially been a member for a month. He got the Money Monkey badge. All right, we got a long one here. I'm thinking of a nice combination of all 8 giants. Yes, it may sound chaotic, but this is my idea. The base Skylander is Tree Rex, who has swarm wings, allowing him to not be as slow as most giants. He's armed with Crusher's hammer. This is just off the rails. He's armed with Crusher's hammer as his primary attack and uses eye lasers along with his second range secondary attack with Thumpback's anchor. And his how many attacks does do have? And his photosynthesis gun now shoots out Bouncer's classic finger gun ammo. I like Tree Rex's range attack better. So I don't know how I feel about this one. This was just chaotic, so I had to add it in here. His top path focuses on Hammer's abilities, one smashing into the ground, bringing up an oil rain. There's Hothead. The bottom path shows of the anchor and how he does a 360 around, sending magic flying orbs everywhere. Oh, getting Ginny out of here. Finally, his soul gem includes Tree Rex uses his Crusher eye beams to turn into enemies to stone, whereas stone gets carried away by a flying eyeball of the level. Insta-kill. This idea was either crazy creative or just made Victor read through my love for giant. You made me read through your love for giant. I never got to that part until now, but yeah, it's both. It's crazy creative and you made me read. But thanks, Crusher Skylands. It was quite an interesting one right there. Now we got Radiate 88. All right. Scratch's primary and secondary attacks. Okay. This is where we go off the rails. You add the worst attack in Skylanders history. The most low damage attack ever created. Drill Sergeant's 8 laser cannon. Why? That is the worst attack ever. You would be fine with just leaving Scratch as Scratch. But instead you add the worst attack ever in Drill Sergeant's laser cannon. I'd be still intrigued to see it though. Next up we got Eric Crookshank. Shout out to a member right here. We got a couple members back to back here. Here is my mixed Skyliner attacks idea. Bouncer's main attack. Great. With Trap Shadow's invisibility and Robo's destruction laser. Now, I don't have Robo yet, so I don't know how much damage the laser does. I think it does quite a bit. So that would be like your big damaging attack. Trap Shadow, invisibility. But the thing about Trap Shadow's invisibility is it's not like Stink Bombs. Stink Bomb you can still attack when you're invisible. So I would put Stink Bomb's invisibility. Then you'd have a damn good Skyliner. All right, next up we got Average Wii Enjoyer, another member. Thank you for becoming a member. Trigger Happy's turret that shoots the octopuses from Snapshot's attack. You talking about his whirlpool attack? Oh, but okay, we're just gonna keep going. And has 2 smaller bazookas on his shoulder. Huh? And is the undead... Wow, you just... I can't even imagine that. I was hard enough to say. My brain can't even put it together. All right, next up we got Bamster right here. Okay, I had this really cool... Oh, no. This is the series. This has nothing to do with even the video. But I did like this a lot. We're going to read it anyways. Okay, I had this really cool series that I have seen no one does, then I will do it because I like this idea. I think I even responded that. The idea is it's SSA, but you can only use Spyro, Dark Spyro, and Legendary Spyro. Basically, it's a lock. If one dies, you can't use that Spyro again. Yeah, it's a lock. It's a Spyro lock, but with all 3 Spyros from SSA. Really like that, Bamster, and I really think you should do it. Next up, we got Pokey Scott right here. High Volt's main attack with Flame Slinger's Fire Dash and Shortcuts minions. I love Shortcuts minions. I love Flame Slinger's Fire Dash. Can't talk. And High Volt's main attack, it's kind of slow for me. I would have went with a different main attack, but I would be still intrigued to see it. I know there's some High Volt fans out there. Okay, here we go, Stu. What are you gonna have me read? I didn't even read Stewafites. I just gave it a heart because I knew it's gonna be crazy. Okay, this will be a perfect. Correct. What happened to spell check, buddy? All right, perfect Skylander, a fusion of Prison Break, of course, you would say that, and Blackout, of course, you again. 2 Skylanders who I think are not very good at all. So, it can summon black holes, fly due to Shadow Orb's effect, right? Summon crystals and do a cannonball thing. It will be so powerful. You gave me the most basic description. I don't even know what you tried to describe here. But if it's anything like Blackout or Prison Break, probably not a good Skylander, and I feel like you're trolling me. All right. Next up, we got Collecting with Spenny right here. Shout out to Spenny. Just hit, I think, 600 subs, so go sub to him if you haven't already. Hothead's Lava Rain. All right. Useful at certain times. With Free Ranger's blade attacks, fast and powerful, and Bumbleblast's lock-on bees. So what would his third attack be? Because Bumbleblast's lock-on bees kind of has to do with his bees. Unless he just had, like, the beehive on the back. But I'd be intrigued. The last ability here left me a little wondering. You'll have to let me know when you see this video what you meant by this. Anywho. Let's go. Your typical Skylanders enjoyer. This isn't even a full Skyliner. It's just Blastermind, but added damage. And I agreed. Because if Blastermind did more damage, he would be a lot better. Alright, so that concludes it for this short little video. Let me know if I should do more community posts like this and like reviews like this, ask you guys questions and have you guys comment. Just so you guys know, obviously, as you guys saw, members get priority response. Like I think I responded to almost everybody who was a member on here and they put a logical response. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if I should do more videos like this. Honestly, I made this video just trying to take a brain break from recording so much gameplay for a future video. Not going to spoil anything. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.